Hi, this is Andy Cottrell with Realtor RealTalk, and I would like to go over a few points with the National Association of Realtors and the Montana Association of Realtors. The National Association of Realtors do a couple things, a lot of things, but here are three really important ones. Number one is realtor advocacy, right here. Number two is to promote homeownership itself. And number three, consumer protection for the realtors themselves. So here's a perfect example of what National Association of Realtors has done recently. So remember in 2008 when the economy collapsed, NAR came in and saved the mortgage interest deduction. So that means when you do your taxes every year and you have a mortgage, you can actually write off some of your mortgage interest. Congress originally, during that whole reformation in 2008 and 2009, wanted to get rid of that. But National Association of Realtors has saved it for us. So NAR, National Association of Realtors, does another incredible thing. And they allow, through the National Flood Insurance Program, to open a large pool of resources for consumers and homeowners to find flood insurance. So the other thing NAR does is they urge Congress to create a long-term fix to the National Flood Insurance Program. Oh, hey, so you got a pass-through business? Yeah, you probably take advantage of the 20% deduction you get for a pass-through on your taxes. This is another thing that NAR does. The National Association of Realtors protects realtors and helps them financially in tax situations with, say, the 20% deduction for pass-through. So if you want to consider having a Rocky Balboa on your side in Congress nationally, thanks National Association of Realtors for looking out for number one, the consumers, and number two, the realtors. It's just a few things. I've just given you a few things that they do. They do a heck of a lot more. Let's come a little closer to home and talk a little bit about what the Montana Association of Realtors does. Number one, it's a huge help to me, and I know a lot of other my colleagues in this business, is we have a forms committee and attorneys that standardize all our forms for our transactions. Whew! Could you imagine trying to write those yourself? So we know the National Association of Realtors goes to Congress, fights for us. Montana Association of Realtors does the same thing. They were able to pass a constitutional initiative in 2010 which prohibits a tax on the transfer of property. So you want to know what else the Montana Association of Realtors does? Well, first of all, they're huge on protecting private property rights. And also, they advocate for better practices for all our realtors and brokers in the state of Montana. They do a great job. Let's talk about your local association. There are 9 in the state of Montana. And what do? A lot. Number one, they maintain the listings. We pay fees every year to maintain our local MLSs. Number two, lockbox issues, listing issues. Those are our boots on the ground. Your local association take care of a lot. So when things go wrong on a local level, call your local association. They have access to everything that you need in your MLS. Like I said, your lock boxes, the fees that you have to pay, your continuing ed. You don't realize sometimes how much they really do. And don't ever take your local association for granted because those people work so hard. Okay, so I don't want to hear anybody grumble about fees that they have to pay as a real estate agent or a broker, because your fees go to really important things that keep a sustained career for yourself and protect the property rights of the general public.